The United States stretches across a continent of staggering contrasts, where Alaska's frozen wilderness and Arizona's blistering deserts exist under the same flag. This isn't just a country, but 50 semi-autonomous states, each with its own laws, accents, and traditions. The slow drawl of Mississippi differs as much from Boston's clipped syllables as New Orleans gumbo differs from Portland's artisanal coffee. This diversity fuels constant motion. Americans move 12 times on average, chasing opportunity in the world's most entrepreneurial society. Flags fly everywhere here, that familiar red, white, and blue pattern marking everything from used car lots to suburban porches. Yet contradictions abound. 16-year-olds can drive multi-ton vehicles, but must wait 5 more years to legally drink a beer. There are more guns than people, yet more volunteers per capita than anywhere in Europe. The Super Bowl stops the nation like a religious holiday, while Silicon Valley celebrates failure as a necessary step toward success. This land of paradox birthed both the Declaration of Independence and the atomic bomb, invented jazz and the microchip. From Ford's assembly lines to SpaceX's rockets, America's genius lies in relentless reinvention. The same Detroit factories that built 20th century America now manufacture electric vehicles, while Amish farmers still plow fields with horse-drawn tools. It's a place where billionaires pledge fortunes to colonize Mars as Appalachian midwives deliver babies by lantern light. Nature dwarfs human ambition here. Yosemite's granite cliffs humble climbers, while the Everglades sawgrass plains teem with prehistoric life. The Grand Canyon doesn't just display geological time, it makes visitors feel microscopic against its vastness. Even cities harbor wilderness. Bald eagles nest in Manhattan, coyotes prowl Chicago alleys, and the Mississippi carries both cargo ships and blues music southward. Food tells America's story in every bite. Vietnamese po in Houston, Italian beef in Chicago, Navajo fry bread in Arizona. Food trucks fuse Korean BBQ with Mexican tortillas, while Maine lobstermen battle icy waves for their catch. This culinary democracy serves $1 tacos and $300 tasting menus on the same block. The American experiment remains gloriously unfinished. Protesters still march where MLK stood, while new arrivals transform neighborhoods from Queens to Compton. What endures isn't perfection, but possibility. The Ukrainian refugee opening a bakery, the fourth-generation rancher using drones, the transgender teen finding community in a Kansas bookstore. From Boston's cobblestone alleys to Big Sur's coastal highways, America isn't a monument, but a verb. Always becoming, always debating, always rewriting its next chapter. The Grand Canyon unfolds like Earth's epic memoir, each striation in its mile-deep walls recording chapters of geological time. As hikers descend Bright Angel Trail, the temperature rises with each switchback, the scent of ponderosa pines giving way to desert sagebrush. Down at river level, rafters tilt their heads back to see canyon walls stretch skyward like natural skyscrapers, the Colorado River's current carrying them past rock formations with names like Vishnu Temple and Brahma's Castle. At dawn, the canyon performs its daily magic trick. Sunlight creeping down the cliffs like liquid gold, illuminating layers of schist, limestone, and sandstone in a chromatic symphony of rust, ochre, and violet. Helicopters buzzing along the rim provide dizzying scale, their passengers grasping at the impossible perspective of this 277-mile-long gash in the continent. Yet the canyon's true power emerges in quiet moments. When a California condor soars past the rim, or moonlight turns the inner gorge into a silvered dreamscape, reminding us we're temporary visitors in a story still being written by wind and water. 300 miles west, Los Angeles scripts an entirely different American narrative across its sun-drenched basin. The Hollywood sign stands sentinel over a city where dreams are both manufactured and realized, where the Walk of Fame's brass stars glint underfoot like scattered constellations. At Griffith Observatory, visitors peer through telescopes at real stars, while the city's grid of lights stretches endlessly below, a terrestrial galaxy mirroring the celestial one. The Getty Center perches like a modern acropolis, its travertine halls housing Rembrandts and Van Goghs just minutes from Venice Beach's muscle-bound weightlifters and fortune tellers. LA's genius lies in its cultural alchemy. Taco trucks serving authentic Oaxacan mole beside Korean BBQ joints in K-Town. Art house cinemas screening indie films down the street from studio backlots producing global blockbusters. From the Chateau Marmont's storied balconies to Watts Tower's folk art spirals, the city celebrates both polished glamour and raw creativity. Even its natural setting plays a starring role. The Santa Ana winds carrying the scent of orange blossoms through downtown canyons, sudden rainstorms turning the San Gabriel's snow-capped, and that persistent marine layer that rolls in each morning like a slow-motion special effect. Together, these icons embody America's vast contrasts and creative spirit. The Grand Canyon's ancient stillness complements LA's kinetic energy. Nature's patient erosion versus Hollywood's rapid reinvention. Yet both share a theatrical quality. The Canyon's sunrise performances rival any Hollywood premiere, while LA's palm-lined sunsets echo the Canyon's colorful strata. They represent different forms of immortality. The Canyon's geological timelessness contrasting with LA's cultural permanence through film and art. From the Colorado River's sculpting power to the Pacific's endless horizon, these destinations bookend the American Southwest's narrative. One carved by nature's hand, the other by human imagination, yet both equally awe-inspiring in their scale and ability to remind us of our place in something greater. Whether gazing up at El Capitan's sheer face or spotting a celebrity at the Chateau pool, we're confronted with the same existential wonder. The simultaneous feeling of being insignificant yet privileged to witness such grandeur. In America's diverse landscape, these contrasting wonders stand as perfect complements. The original masterpiece and its most creative interpreter, nature's cathedral and humanity's soundstage, each telling essential truths about this nation's capacity for both preservation and reinvention. The Pacific's relentless waves carve into California's cliffs along Highway 1, where Big Sur's Santa Lucia Mountains meet the ocean in a breathtaking collision of rock and water. Bixby Creek Bridge arcs gracefully over the churning surf below, its concrete span a testament to human ingenuity against nature's raw power. Hidden coves reveal themselves only to those willing to navigate steep, winding trails. Their golden sands undisturbed, but for the occasional sea lion basking in the sun. Towering redwoods in Julia Pfeiffer Burns State Park form natural cathedrals, their ancient branches filtering sunlight onto fern-covered floors. The jewel of this coastline remains McWay Falls, an 80-foot waterfall that plunges directly into emerald waters, creating a postcard-perfect scene that has lured poets and painters for generations. This isn't just landscape, it's spiritual alchemy that transforms visitors through sheer natural grandeur. Crossing the continent to Philadelphia, the air thickens with history and hoagie grease. In Independence Hall's assembly room, the ghosts of revolution still whisper. You can almost see Jefferson adjusting his quill as he drafted the Declaration. Nearby, the Liberty Bell's famous crack mirrors the fractures in the nation it helped create, yet its message remains unbroken. Modern Philadelphians jog past these monuments daily. Their Rocky-inspired sprints up the Art Museum's steps, blending fitness with civic pride. The city's soul reveals itself in contrasts. Rittenhouse Square's well-heeled brownstones stand minutes from South Philly's vibrant Italian market, where generations have haggled over fresh mozzarella. In Old City, cobblestone streets lead to both 18th century taverns and avant-garde galleries. What makes Philadelphia truly special isn't just its revolutionary past, but how comfortably that history coexists with today's vibrant, messy urban life, where debates over the Constitution now share sidewalk space with arguments about who makes the best cheesesteak. Pat's or Gino's remains a deliciously unresolved question. From Big Sur's coastal majesty to Philly's historic streets, America reveals itself not through monuments alone, but through the living dialogue between landscape and legacy. The humid air of New Orleans hangs thick with trumpet notes and the scent of beignets, a city where music seeps from the cracks in the French Quarter's cobblestones. By day, wrought iron balconies drip with flowering bougainvillea above streets that haven't changed their rhythm in centuries. As twilight falls, Bourbon Street erupts in a neon cacophony of revelers, while just blocks away on Frenchmen Street, jazz musicians test the limits of improvisation in smoke-filled clubs. The city's magic lingers in unexpected places, in the above-ground cemeteries where tombs stand like miniature houses, in the voodoo shops selling gris-gris bags, in the way the Mississippi River seems to breathe fog across the waterfront at dawn. New Orleans doesn't just celebrate life, it dances with death in a joyous second-line parade, creating a culture unlike anywhere else in America. 3,000 miles north, Alaska's wilderness whispers a different kind of magic. Here, Denali's massive peak pierces the sky, its snowfields glowing pink under the midnight sun. Grizzly bears lumber across tundra dotted with wildflowers, while humpback whales breach in ice-flecked waters. The seasons swing between extremes, summers where the sun never sets, and winters where the northern lights dance across endless starry nights. Native Alaskans maintain centuries-old traditions, fishing salmon runs that have sustained their people for generations, and carving totems that tell ancestral stories. Glaciers like the Mendenhall creep forward at geological pace, their blue ice cracking like gunshots in the stillness. To visit Alaska isn't just a trip, it's a humbling reminder of humanity's small place in nature's grand design. From New Orleans' humid, human-scale vibrancy to Alaska's awe-inspiring vastness, America contains multitudes, a tapestry of experiences that together tell the story of a nation both young and ancient, tame and wild, familiar and endlessly surprising. The sapphire waters of Lake Tahoe hold a perfect reflection of the Sierra Nevada's snow-dusted peaks, creating a mirror so clear you can't tell where mountains end and water begins. This alpine wonder straddles two states with split personalities, California's pine-scented wilderness on one shore, Nevada's neon-lit casinos on the other. Summer transforms the lake into a liquid playground where kayakers glide past granite boulders while paddleboarders balance on glassy surfaces. Come winter, the same landscape becomes a snow globe of powder, with skiers carving fresh tracks down mountainsides that plunge straight into the icy blue. The air smells different here. Crisp pine mixed with wood smoke in winter, sun-warmed granite in summer. At sunset, the entire basin glows gold before the stars emerge with startling clarity, undimmed by city lights. Tahoe doesn't ask visitors to choose between adventure and relaxation. It offers both in perfect measure. A continent away, Miami's energy hits like tropical sunlight, bright, warm, and impossible to ignore. Ocean Drive's pastel Art Deco hotels glow like candy under the Florida sun, their neon signs flickering to life as dusk falls. In Little Havana, the scent of strong cafecito and hand-rolled cigars mingles with the click of dominoes on outdoor tables. The Wynwood walls transform entire city blocks into open-air galleries, where street art masterpieces stretch across warehouse walls in explosions of color. When night falls, the city's pulse quickens. Salsa spills from open-air clubs, models sip mojitos at rooftop lounges, and the ocean breeze carries laughter from beachfront bonfires. Miami wears its multicultural heart on its sleeve, where a single meal might combine Cuban croquetas, Haitian griot, and Peruvian ceviche. More than just a beach destination, this city celebrates life with the unapologetic vibrancy of a carnival parade, proving that in America's southernmost metropolis, every day feels like celebration. From Tahoe's alpine serenity to Miami's tropical intensity, these destinations showcase America's remarkable ability to contain multitudes, offering completely different yet equally authentic experiences under the same stars and stripes. The Hawaiian Islands emerge from the Pacific like a string of emeralds, each with its own volcanic heartbeat. On Oahu, Honolulu's skyline gives way to the North Shore's legendary waves where surfers dance with liquid mountains. Maui's Hana Highway winds through a fairy tale of waterfalls and rainbow eucalyptus trees, culminating in Haleakala's sunrise spectacle above the clouds. Kauai's Napali coast stuns with cathedral-like cliffs draped in green velvet, while the Big Island's Kilauea continues its primordial work, rivers of molten rock hissing into the sea, creating new land before spectators' eyes. Yet Hawaii's true magic lives in its people, where the aloha spirit transforms strangers into ohana. Ancient chants still echo at luau's, ukulele notes float on trade winds, and every sunset brings a shared moment of reverence for nature's artistry. This isn't just paradise. It's a living classroom in harmony between humanity and the elements. 3,000 miles east, an entirely different American dream pulses in New York City. The Statue of Liberty's torch still beckons as it did for generations of immigrants, while below her feet, 8 million stories unfold in countless languages. Central Park's meadows offer breathing room between canyon-like skyscrapers, where picnickers share space with Shakespearean actors. The Met's hallowed halls display 5 millennia of human creativity, just blocks from Harlem's gospel choirs and the Bronx's hip-hop birthplaces. Broadway's marquees shine like secular altars to theatrical magic, while downtown, Wall Street's traders and Chinatown's fishmongers perform their daily dances. From the steaming manhole covers of winter to the fire escapes overflowing with summer conversations, NYC thrums with an energy that's equal parts ambition and authenticity. The city's true genius lies in its neighborhoods. Little Italy's espresso bars beside Lower East Side synagogues, Jackson Heights sari shops next to Colombian bakeries, each adding threads to the ever-evolving urban tapestry. Together, these destinations showcase America's breathtaking range. Hawaii's primal connection to land and sea, contrasting with New York's human-made wonders. Volcanic solitude versus metropolitan density. The slow rhythm of island time against the subway's urgent tempo. Yet both share that essential American quality, the ability to remake oneself while honoring tradition. Whether through a surfer catching the perfect wave at Waimea Bay or an actor landing their first Broadway role. From Honolulu's hula ceremonies to Brooklyn's poetry slams, these places remind us that the American experience isn't monolithic, but rather a brilliant mosaic of possibilities. As diverse as the people who call these shores home, yet united by the shared pursuit of extraordinary lives. The distance between tropical flowers and concrete jungles collapses when you realize both represent different facets of the same national character. Boundless, ambitious, and forever evolving. Yosemite's granite monoliths, including El Capitan and Half Dome, challenge climbers against a backdrop of alpine meadows and thunderous waterfalls. The park's namesake Cascade ranks among North America's tallest, while Glacier Point offers panoramic views of sculpted valleys. Ancient sequoia groves inspire reverence, their massive trunks testament to nature's endurance. Whether camping under star-filled skies or hiking misty trails, visitors connect with wilderness fundamentally unchanged since Native American tribes first inhabited these lands. Pittsburgh's remarkable reinvention from steel town to tech hub showcases American resilience. The city's 3 rivers frame a skyline where historic inclines coexist with cutting-edge research centers. Neighborhoods like Lawrenceville buzz with artisan breweries and converted warehouses, while the Andy Warhol Museum celebrates hometown creativity. Pittsburgh proves that industrial heritage and innovation aren't mutually exclusive. They're complementary forces driving urban renewal.